Hello and welcome back to Might and Magic, World of XEEN. So last time I said we would go pathfinding, and I figured that it would make for either a too short or a too long episode, so I'm going to do something a bit different. So first let's go outside and get all the fountains back on the Munt emulator right now, because I kind of exhausted all of the sound phones that I had. And get this. Okay, and the thing that I wanted to explore is this. This is a pyramid. And where does it lead? Well, first, in order to show you where it leads, I need to give you the rest of the manual. So, this is the party that we have in Vertigo. And we receive information about this guy, who is the Dragon Pharaoh. And we learn about him right here. Log of the Dragon Pharaoh. Log entry 33850. Last night, two meteors impacted Darkside within seconds of each other. Judging from their trajectory, they must have landed near the volcano. I have sent Warlow to investigate the impact site. The time of the prophecy draws near, and I suspect that these meteors are a good omen. Log entry 34850. Senator Ammon has announced the hatching of 18 healthy children. I am so happy for her. Not a single one had to be eaten because of deformities. Everything in the world seems to be going right. The initial preparations for the prophecy have been flawless, and I anxiously await Queen Kalindra's response to my request for her aid in the final prophecy ceremony. Log entry 35850. So these are probably days in the middle? Yeah, that makes sense. I have issued a proclamation requesting volunteers to help facilitate the final stages of the prophecy. Responses should be coming in soon. The culmination of the prophecy is so near, I can taste it. Of course, he's talking about the unification one that we saw in the very beginning of the game when I went through that part of the manual. So, log entry 36850. Warlow was expected to return today, but there is no sign of him yet. He probably took some extra time to study the meteor phenomenon. I have not yet received a response from Queen Kalindra or any volunteers. Log entry 37850. 4 days have passed since I last saw Warlow. He should be back by now, and I fear for his safety. I will send a search party for him if he is not back in 2 more days. I have had positive responses from several volunteers on the matter of the prophecy, and they have all indicated that they will arrive at the Royal Pyramid in a few days. Log entry 38850. Letters from volunteers continue to pour in. The response is more than gratifying. All signs and omens continue to point to successful completion of the prophecy. Log entry 39850. Warlow is still missing. I sent a search party out to find him today. The volunteers have begun to arrive, and I have been dispatching them to their posts. Queen Kalindra sent word of her willingness to participate in the ceremony, and mentioned that she had taken in a mysterious but charming guest named Alamar. She also said that the emissary from the other side of the world had not yet arrived. Log entry 310850. My study of the signs today showed a drop in confidence for the completion of the prophecy by 10%. Something is amiss, and I cannot read the signs clearly enough to tell what it is. I am very worried about Warlow, and hope that the search party discovers him soon. Log entry 41850. Confidence slipped another 3% this morning, but returned to its previous level in the afternoon. There is some chaotic factor in the equation now, and even a small drop in confidence makes my tail twitch nervously. The volunteers have stopped arriving, and I sent the last one to his post today. All that remains is for the Queen to complete her task, the emissary to arrive, and for the proper time to arrive. Log entry 42850. The search party returned with bad news today. They reported that they were unable to approach the meteor impact site because a rebel army was camped before it. A rebel army? Led by who? Who could dare challenge my authority or detain my servants? On top of this bad news, confidence fell to 74%. The Queen has not sent confirmation for her readiness to complete the ceremony, and the first day the ceremony could begin is tomorrow. Log entry 43850. Today is the first day the prophecy can be completed. I have not heard from the Queen. Scouts report that the rebel army is both growing in number and advancing toward the Royal Pyramid. Confidence has fallen to 40% and continues to fall by the hour. I have sent messages to my monstrous allies informing them of the situation and asking them to muster their armies to come to my defense. My tail lashes in agitation. Log entry 44850. All is lost. The Queen has not responded to my attempts to contact her magically. The orcs sent a message stating that they were involved in the religious ceremonies and were sadly unable to come to my aid at this time. As soon as the ceremonies are over in a month, however, they will be happy to come. The ogres sent a simple refusal. I have not heard from any of my other allies. Scouts predict the rebel army's arrival tomorrow. Since confidence fell to 20% today, I have decided to recall the volunteers and shore up my defenses. Reports also indicate the sun building of a dungeon in the Isle of Lost Souls and a castle near the meteor impact site. Log entry 45850. The rebel army besieged the pyramid today. I can see from the window that some of the members of the army are my former allies. There have been refusals of aid from the sprites and the gremlins, the latter delivered with insults and jeers. An emissary from the rebel army demands my surrender to his master, Alamar. I refused, of course. He cannot possibly have the key to the pyramid. Confidence fell to 6%. Log entry 46850. Alamar has the key. He must have taken it from Queen Kalindra. His army has entered the pyramid and has been battling my forces all day. The first level has been lost, and my forces seem unable to hold the rest. Ellinger, Queen Kalindra's advisor, reports that Castle Kalindra has been moved out of phase with the rest of the world. It is impossible to enter. He also reports that humans, elves, dwarves, and gnomes have been confined to a small section of Castleview Town. Log entry 47850. I have ordered my forces to surrender to save their lives. I have set the seals of the final level of the pyramid to prevent unauthorized entry, and I am certain they will work. Unfortunately, I am now virtually powerless. While the army cannot enter here, I cannot leave. Ellinger informs me that he has taken similar steps to ensure his safety in his tower in Castleview. Confidence has fallen to 1%. Log entry 57850. Nothing has changed in a month. Alamar's army is unable to pass the final seal. His emissary demands my surrender every day. I wonder when he will grow tired of asking. To deepen my troubles, Alamar has indicated that he has captured the emissary from the other side of the world, Prince Roland, and has sent his own ambassador there. Alamar seems to be firmly in command of Darkside now, It doesn't look like he is going to rule very well. There must be something I can do to influence events. I will try to contact the Queen tomorrow. And I think that's it. Yes. So, you can now see what actually happened there. The ambassador to the light side of XEEN was sent by this LMR fellow, who captured Prince Roland, and that ambassador is in fact Lord XEEN. So that means that the person that Lord XEEN was talking to, the one in fancy armor, was Alamar himself. So that's interesting. And yeah, this Dragon Pharaoh person is the guardian of XEEN himself. So things are not looking good on the dark side either. Alright, well, that's all that I needed to cover on the manual, but there's still some interesting pictures to go through, so let's go through them. I think this might be Queen Calendra. I'm not entirely certain, but this does look like that. And I don't think there's... ah, yeah, there's the cover, World of XEEN, with a rider on top of Griffin. Then there's this. It's fighting beholder bats. We will see these guys in a short while. Then yeah, we've seen this. An elfin archer, pretty nice. And with fir trees in the background. This looks like a half-orc, probably knight, and a gnome, possibly druid, maybe. Then this is our party that we will see in a short while, because this is castle view. Then, this is fighting a dragon. Only sorceress fighting a dragon. A pretty interesting visualization. This looks a bit like a weapon shop, or maybe it's someone finding treasure of a lot of weapons. One of the two, I guess. Then, mountaineering, with a human and an elf. Quite interesting too. This looks like a Dread Knight, before Dread Knights actually existed. So, yeah, I'm not too sure what is up with that. But it's interesting, and it might be that April here actually influenced the design of Dread Knights in Heroes Might Magic 3 and Heroes Chronicles. Not too sure. And here's fighting an octopod. These guys do exist in XEEN as well, not just in Isles of Terror. Then another sorceress. And fighting a Hydra with what looks to be a cleric and someone else. So yes, Hydras do exist in this game too. Then another very interesting image of a sorcerer, a very high-level sorcerer. In fact, it might be an early design of Ellinger or something, possibly. And another picture of a sorcerer, probably, or maybe a druid, but looks like a sorcerer, even a necromancer. With an orb. And I think that's it. Yep, that is it. So that was the last of the manual of the World of XEEN. So, Now, what I want to show you is the intro to Darkside of XEEN. No, not that. So let's watch that.
Inconceivable. The royal pyramid besieged. With the prophecy almost fulfilled, the arrival of Alamar has placed my mission and the fate of XEEN in grave danger. Queen Kalindra?
My Pharaoh, I'm a prisoner. All is lost.
Then what has become of the cube?
I have it now, Pharaoh.
Alamar, you misguided mechanism. You'll destroy us all. My monstrous friends, are you with me?
We serve Alamar!
Traitors! My friend Ellinger, you must send help.
But Pharaoh, I too am trapped in my tower.
Then I will send out the orb. The destiny of XEEN is no longer in our hands. Seek help, little one.
So that was the intro to Might and Magic, Darkside of XEEN. Now let's reload that and actually get to the Darkside of XEEN. So, yeah, as you can see, things are not really going too well on the dark side as well. And welp, looks like there is some really strange thing with this, in that it won't let you swap CDs unless you have DOSBox set to use Surface and not OpenGL. I have no clue why, and I spent a lot of time trying to figure this one out. But hey, well, it's good to know now. So let's try this again.
I sense that you are the ones. While gathering herbs in the woods near the edge of the world, I came upon this orb. It was lying in a small crater, as though it had fallen a great distance, and yet survived the impact. I know this object must be terribly important, but I am not the one to take care of it. Perhaps you could take it to Ellinger in his tower in this town. He will surely know what to do with it.
And we got the Dragon Pharaoh's orb. So that is how Darkside of XEEN starts. Now we have two things, one in clouds, one in Darkside. And this is the town of Castleview, We started just in the middle of nowhere, it looks like. So let's go and explore it a bit. Nothing in the trees here. Oh. Why, hello there. It's a goblin! Okay, let me switch my clue books and find the goblin. We just fought against goblins that witches created, but these goblins are probably different. Goblin, goblin, goblin. 1000 experience, 10 hit points, 5 AC, 30 speed, 2 attacks for 2 to 12 points of damage, physical damage. No ranged attack. Pitiful creatures that were once human, goblins have been turned loose on Castleview streets by the pesky gremlins. They're resistant to nothing and fall to the feeblest of attacks. So these goblins were once human, so maybe they are also turned into goblins from humans by witches, but who knows? Okay. Oh, descend into the sewers? Okay. So we can go through grates, but I don't want to do that just yet.
The rats near the sewer have stolen my onyx necklace. I can't do anything without my necklace. I must have it back. Please, please, get my necklace back from the rats.
Well, I don't know why this necklace is so important, but okay. So now we have another quest. In fact, did we get the master quest? No, we didn't get the master quest of bringing the orb to Ellinger. Interesting. But, well, it's not hard to remember to do that.
So you think you're a cartographer, eh? Solve this test, then. If Acid Pond is north of Valamar's castle, cross out all N's, R's, and A's. If not, cross out all O's, B's, and F's. If the Great Northern Tower is to the east of Lakeside, cross out all S's and D's. If not, cross out all W's, U's, and I's. If Crossroads is to the west of Sprite Forest, cross out all C's, T's, and E's. If not, cross out all Y's and L's. This spells a map location. Are you ready?
Huh. No. This needs a lot of adventuring in order to tell exactly what that is. Because that's a lot of things that we haven't yet visited. Okay. Lydia's maps. Oh, found some plate armor. Nice. Just regular one.
I will teach anyone cartography for only 10 gold.
Oh well, that's cheap, but no.
Monsters can't count.
Okay. Whatever you say, Rex. What is here?
Ever want to learn the ways of the woods? I'll teach you the pathfinding skill for 1,500 gold.
Nope, I just learned that in Vertigo, so no.
Ellinger has a great fondness for boots.
That's a weird fondness, but okay. I guess I can keep that in mind. Oh, splint mail.
Friend, have I got a deal for you? For only 1,000 gold, I will sell you this secret treasure map that I discovered during my travels on the dark side. Only one of its kind. What do you say?
I say you're very shifty. So, at least not right now. Nothing here. Really?
Want a job? I'll put you to work for 50 gold a week. No experience necessary. What do you say?
No. But this is the same place as in Isles of Terra, where you can spend a week doing nothing and gaining just a very small amount of gold. Although really the same thing can be achieved by entering and exiting a bank, in this case. Anyway, where am I? So I've looked over at this, but I haven't looked at this side. Oh, wrong mail. Also free things. Splint mail. Nothing.
I'm Jethro, brother of Jasper. Jasper is in Castleview Jail, falsely accused of stealing a treasure map from Joe, the treasure map salesman. Joe is a crook, but I can't prove it. Maybe you could break Jasper out of the town jail. I'm not strong enough to do it.
Yeah, I kind of think that guy is a crook too. But breaking someone out of the jail? I don't know.
I am the mouthpiece of Castleview. I have need of powerful adventurers such as yourselves. Castleview's treasury will pay 10,000 gold for ending the gremlin's mischief in town. Will you take the job?
Mayor Snarfblad. Okay. But yes, these guys don't seem to be much of a problem right now.
I await word of your success.
Although, we will soon find some enemies that aren't quite as weak. Nothing here. Okay. Yes, the dark side has its own music and towns. In fact, it has several tracks for town music and several tracks for outside music. And different skyboxes. So it's interesting and like that. Nothing here too. Okay, this I should be able to open. Yes. You find some food in the trees. Oh. Oh, that's nice, because that's exactly what I needed. Ah, that's the exit. I don't really want to exit this.
You know, monsters can't spell either.
Spell. Clearly you're a monster. And more food. Nice. I'm not sure where this goes, though. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, that's the Ogre Foundry, with lots of open chests. Strange, but okay. It's a shop. I don't really need to go there just yet. But I want to go to, I think, here? Yeah, the Black Smoke Tavern. That is the tower. The tavern. It doesn't have a counter, instead it's just something on the wall. But if you press space, you can enter it. But let's hear what people have to say here.
Perhaps Alamar will just go away if we close our eyes and wish real hard.
Somehow I doubt that. But yes, Alamar was the person we saw in our dreams back then. That's interesting.
Each tower requires a key for entry, but sometimes they leave the door on top of the towers unlocked. You may be able to get into some towers from the sky roads above Darkside.
Yeah, the sky roads. They're an interesting place. It's also an extremely dangerous place.
Don't waste your time chasing treasure that runs from you. You can't catch it.
Okay, Esteban. I'll keep that in mind.
What's on your mind? Don't tell me you're looking for the owner of that orb you're carrying. I can't tell you who it belongs to. That's a different trick. Why didn't you try Nina the gypsy? And she knows about that sort of stuff.
Well, thanks. Because, yeah, the orb is the main thing to do in the town here.
The Gremlin King has more bark than bite. He'll send his guards against you, but he's too cowardly to fight you personally. If you defeat his guards, he will probably do anything you want.
Okay. Thanks for the tip, Tanya. And what's here?
Don't listen to the drawcab monks. Little of what they say makes sense, and what little makes sense is just plain wrong. They've got it all backwards.
Imble of the monk. Okay, well, actually, what he's talking about is, I think, this guy.
Ah, listeners, allow me to enlighten you. Live on time, emit no evil. Repel evil as a live leper, lepers repel. Live not on evil. Go now and visit Brother Pip for more enlightenment.
Didn't the first drawcab monk. So basically,
ah, listeners,
all of these things are palindromes.
Live on time, emit no evil. Repel evil as a live leper, lepers repel. Live not on evil. Go now and visit Brother Pip for more enlightenment.
So, yeah, if you read this backwards, you will find it the same thing, as long as you ignore spaces and punctuation marks. So it's live on time, emit no evil. Repel evil as a live leper. Lepers repel. Live not on evil. Not sure what's their significance, but they sure are interesting.
Oh, listeners, allow me to enlighten you. Either can I stab bats in a cave? Was it a rat I saw? Rats live on no evil star. God, a red nugget of that egg under a dog. Go now and visit Brother Tinnit for more enlightenment.
This is very excited. God, a red nugget! A fat egg under a dog. Well, yes, these are the same things and more elaborate. You can read it backwards and you get the same thing. Pretty interesting. Okay, well, otherwise... Wait, did I get all the trees? I don't think so. Nothing here. But okay, so I think that will be enough for now. So we will be going back and forth between Lightsard and Darkside, since All those pyramids definitely work. And just to end everything off, let's go and sell the things that we found.
See anything you like?
Yeah, all the stores have their different appearances in the dark side. Okay, so sell the plate armor, sell the splint mail, the ring mail, the other splint mail. I don't think anyone else has anything. Yeah, the robes I'll have to sell at some point later, but need to give it to Scotty first. Yeah, anyone else have anything? No, doesn't look like it. And what do they have? Wow, that's actually pretty good. Lapis Flail. Leather Maul Dragon Slayer. So it's a leather maul that is very good against dragons. Yeah, no. Mystic Naginata, that might be interesting. Staff, bronze staff. Leather shortbow. Welp. Bronze helm. Yeah, nothing too interesting really. Lapis Flail is okay, but I might as well just wait until I get these things on my own. So yeah.
Come back soon.
They even tell you to come back soon once you leave. So yeah, next time, probably we'll go pathfinding. Because, yeah, it will take some time to explore Castleview itself. So yeah, see you all then. Later.